Hey friends, Jill Heinerth here, just answering some more of your questions from the World Wide Web. If you have a question, you can reach out to me at intotheplanet.com. There's a contact email connection at the bottom of my front page of my website, so reach out to me with your own questions. The question today is about dry gloves. I always get asked, what system do you use for dry gloves? It's such a pain. They're so difficult. You know, is it worth it? Should I use dry gloves? Dry gloves can be, really handy in the winter time to keep you warmer. As well, you can wear heated liners inside of dry gloves, which is really nice. But not all dry glove systems are easy to operate, to get into or out of. And, we all want to be as independent as we can be on boats. So I've landed on my favorite dry glove mounting system, which interestingly is also the cheapest. So what I've come to enjoy is working with a suit like this Santy suit. So if you can see this, the outside of the bottom of the arm is a full wraparound rubber. The inside is actually like the magic rings, so I've still got a wrist seal, right? And I can actually easily replace this wrist seal in the field without glue. Now, I like dry glove systems that still employ the wrist seal because if I get a pinhole in my glove, I don't want the water going all the way up into my suit, at least not in a rush, right? Like there are some systems that completely eliminate the wrist seal. I'm not a fan of that. So what makes this system really handy is a tip that I learned from a friend of mine, Glenn Ford. And it's a simple device. I used to use a piece of PVC that I just cut in a strip like this, but Glenn actually printed these for me, so they're absolutely the perfect size. So here's why this is a handy piece of equipment. The dry glove itself is just a one-piece, inexpensive glove. It's thick, right? And you can get these in a bunch of different sizes on all kinds of places online. And it's important to have as reasonable a fit as you can because you don't want your whole hand flopping around inside the dry glove. Under your dry glove, I like to wear an inner glove, and for me, I like these Fourth Element ones just because I can put this on, and if I'm in a cold environment on a boat on a winter day, then I've got some hand protection while I'm doing everything on my suit. I get completely into my gear. I'm completely in my suit, completely in my scuba gear, and if my hands are cold, I'm actually wearing these inner gloves. And then here's where the magic is. I'll show you how this works. You literally preload the glove even before you put your suit on. So I wrap the glove. Sorry, this gotta do it down here. So I wrap the glove like backwards onto this ring, right? So it's loaded, and let me just finish the job here. And then I just sort of set it aside because it's the last thing that I'm going to put on before I jump in the water. But the whole glove is like wrapped backwards around this ring. Now I'm not going to wear this ring in the water. This is just to help me with dressing. So let me show you how this works. Get my arm into the suit. So once your arm is in the suit, leave like a little bit of the thumb loop from your undergarments laying against your wrist, or you can use a small flexible tube against your wrist so the air can pass between your hand and the suit, right? Because you don't want this to be its own little air cavity that you can't equalize and allow gas out of. So once my hand is in the suit and my underglove is on, right? And I'm ready to jump in the water. Here's all I have to do. I take my loaded glove and I just place it over my hand, right? And get my hand all the way up into the fingers. And the ring itself is sized so it's just big enough to go sort of over that edge of that seal, right? And then all I have to do is just roll down the seal like that, pop, right? Then the loading ring comes off and the whole glove is properly sealed all the way around, rubber on rubber, and then we're ready to go. So that was easy. I didn't need the dive master to help me, and then when I want to get out of this, it's easy peasy. I just literally like pull it off, right? And I'm free. So you can be completely independent with this style of dry glove ring, and that's my favorite. So if you have some other tips or if you have some questions, reach out to me at intotheplanet.com and I'll do my best to answer them here online. Thanks.